I never knew these tutorials I always do would push us so far, because I woke up this morning to see this thing. 2006 subscribers, and one person just joined. Now 2007 subscribers, and I'm like, wow, what at all am I even doing to deserve 2,000 people? Which literally, it's a lot of people. And I just want to say a very, very big thank you to each and everyone, who comes in support. We keep improving day by day, because I know that it's not just about, me just making tutorials, but it's more of the value I provide to you, and you also showing your support in return by subscribing. And I'm really, really grateful. I really appreciate you so much. You watching me right now, you're the one I'm speaking to. I really appreciate you so much, because if you didn't take the time, to even hit on the subscribe button, it means there's no way I'm going to hit this number. And it's because you did. That's why we've hit this number. And I don't take this to be some sort of an achievement, like a personal achievement. I take it to be a team kind of like achievement, because it's me and you in this game. Me providing the value, you watching, and you also improving on your design. So I just want to say a very big thank you. So today we are going to be designing a car tutorial inside of Canva. I know I've provided a number of car designs in Canva, but this time around, this was one of my first car designs I made in Canva, and I never made a full tutorial on it. So I want to use this today to create this very design, and I hope you like it. So if this is something you also want to create with me, then hold on, we will be back after the intro. Okay, so the thing is, with this very tutorial, we are going to be doing everything from scratch. That's how a Zimbabwean will say it, or a South African scratch, which is scratch. We are going to start from scratch. So I'm going to go into clip art, do almost every single thing. So the first thing is I have my browser here, and I'm going to clip art. So clipart.com, and I would search for a car. I want a 4-wheel drive, so you can still search for a car. And we have, if you've watched any of my old tutorials, with the car once, this is where I got all the photos from. So I'll select this one over here, the SUV. There's an SUV if I'm right. Anyway, so I'll just download this, come here, and just in case you don't want to come this long way, there's a link in the description. You can find all the files. But if you also are the type of person who always wants to be challenged going the hard way, then you're welcome to the game. I really think that it's once you learn things the hard way, it's very easy to find shortcuts. Because the hard way is most of the time the only way to become successful. Not really, but you just get what I'm trying to say. Once you learn it the hard way, it's very easy for you to find quicker ways to do stuff. So I import my before even that, come to create a design, click on 1080 by 1350. I was talking too much. Sometimes I don't know. I just want to control the way I talk, but I'm not able to control it sometimes. So I import my car and I minimize this tab over here. Now this is what we have. A very cool looking car. So I increase the size of my car in the stand to something like this, and I just center it. Click on your background and hit on the color over here, and you can make it gray or a lighter gray. Something like this to make it look sweet and elegant. Then I think we even have to go back into clip art again. I close the tab. So we have to go back into clip art. So clipart.com, and I will search for smoke, SMOKE, not smack but smoke. So this is what we have, and we are looking for a white smoke. So um there's so many options over here. So just search for white. We can even use a cloud, but there's this smoke I used before. So maybe I'm not finding it. So I'll just duplicate it from the old photo, and it should be in the link. Okay, it should be in the link in the description. So um, just don't worry if you're not finding. So I'll just copy and paste it over here. I just hope. Okay, so you can see this is the smoke I was referring to. And I'll copy another one and paste it here. And like I was saying, I'll drop every single thing in the description. There's a link over there that leads you to a Google Drive. Okay, so if you always get to watch my tutorials, this should be very easy for you. Okay, so click on this and you can paste it here. Okay, with the black gradient we always use. If you watch me, you know I always use this gradient, and send it to the back. All right. Then duplicate it, rotate it, and make it 180 and put it to the top. Okay. All right. Then you just have to respond. All right. I think this should be our term, like just for you and me. Okay. Then I send it to the back so you can see what we are creating right now. Then don't do that to the car. So we put this here and we send it backward. Okay, it should be behind the car, and you can lift it up, okay, a little bit, so that we are also trying to make it look natural also. Okay, not just because it's designed so we do anything. No. We also want it to look natural. Okay, so the smoke can't be that flat on the floor. Okay, so yeah, then I right click on this and send it backward, and send it backward again. Okay, so you'd have something like this. Then you can also put this one here, send it backward, right, and duplicate it with the one we just sent backward, and duplicate it. Okay, bring it here. You can also reduce the size or something like that, and send it backward to something like this. All right, yeah. So the next thing we are going to do is to add some lines inside, okay, of this design. So press L on your keyboard for a line, and come to the weight and make it thicker. Then come to the style and choose the first one, okay, with the block. Then position it here, duplicate, rotate it to 90 degrees, and hit it here. Okay, then select this and decrease size. And what did I do? It should be 90 degrees. So just reduce the length of this and send it backward. You understand? And I would pull this one here a little bit. Select this one, okay, this line, position it here, and you can also send it backward. Okay, if you want, you can even bring some of the shadows in front. Okay, so that just trying to make it look as natural as possible. So I can duplicate, bring this in front, that kind of thing, and yeah, increase the size, send it backward, duplicate, bring it here, okay, and send it backward. You see, so this kind of thing. Or you can, you can also, what did I do? You can just remove it so that this, just try and make it natural as possible. Okay, yeah. So I can drop my car a little bit. The way I'm saying my car, as if I bought a car. Anyway, you will buy a car soon. So hit all of this, and I would position it here. But I want to center it, so I can group, and I can position center. Okay, then I can ungroup, and I just send it backward again, and send this one also backward, send this one backward again. Okay, so this is what we have, and we can change the color. So I can use an orange or a blue or any color I want to use. So I would want to use an orange, so I bring it, come to color and change it to orange, and I'll change this one also to orange, change this one also to orange. And yes, we have something cool and interesting like this. So now I'm going to add some text, and my text is just going to say something like, you know, get your car, the best car, some sort of. But before that, I'll make this bigger, and I'll right click, send it back. Okay, so that we can have something. You can see it change. I don't know how to describe it, but you can see it. That's the thing. Yeah. So press T on your keyboard for text, and we'll say best car, okay, for sale. Then we come here and we reduce the line spacing, okay, of it. Then come to the font area and we just change it to once right extra bold, okay, and reduce the size more. Reduce the size, and you can just drop it a little bit so you have something like this. And even with this, if you want to add some sort of style and stuff like that, you can put some of these clouds or this smoke on top, just to give it that kind of cool design, that kind of thing. Yeah. And see, when you're designing, this one trick, try as much as possible to make it look as natural as possible, because once it looks that way, it's easier for people to be like, wow, how did you do this in Canva? And that's what I aim for every time, for people to ask me, wow, how did you do that in Canva? Or how did you do this in Canva? Okay, so if you also are like me, that'll be totally fine. Okay, so now we are just going to add some few text and stuff, okay, to this. So don't skip this tutorial because you've done all of these things. That's not the end at all. Okay, all right, so I would say pay monthly, and I'll not to duplicate, I'll just reduce the size. I don't know why I've gotten so used to duplicate. I think because I always use it. I love to duplicate things a lot, Papa. I don't joke at all. So I'll make this one rather white. Okay, the text should be white. Then I will add a line again. To press L for line. Yeah, so an orange line. And click on the edge over here and press Shift and move it so that it moves, very straight. Oh, now I can't even hit my own text. Okay, so I'll just duplicate it and bring this one here. I can say, you can give a price. So GH, I'll use my country's currency, to 155. If you are in Ghana, if you want to get a CD sign, you press Alt 155. Okay, and I can say, let me just put 155 here so that you remember. But this also may be the price. You want to rent the car, or you want to buy the car. I'm selling it for 115 Ghana cedis, which is very cheap if you convert from if you convert cedis to dollars. It's very cheap. But that's not the price of a car. Don't think that's how much you sell cars over here. Otherwise you'd be deceived by this tutorial. Yes, so I move it up some more. Okay, and you can see this is what we have at the moment. So I would select all of this, okay, except the text over here. Right click, and I wanted to send it to the back, but it's not working. And I also want to select this text too. It's also not working. So select everything and move it to the top. Okay, we just move it to the top a little bit. What we can do is I want to select the shape, okay, the gradient thing we added. Okay, so double click on it. Oh my goodness, sometimes these things can be very annoying. So I'll move this to the top, and I can double click. Okay, then to move this to the top so that we can double click and move this up. Okay, so you can see now that it's up and this is black, we can even put a black shape over here. Okay, so you can position it here and make it black so that we wouldn't see the difference. Okay, you can see we wouldn't see the difference at all. Then I'll right click and send it to the back, and I will lock it so that it doesn't move. Then I can bring this down a little bit. Then I can select all everything I have over here and move it to the top. Now we are seeing it. We are seeing the difference now. You can see. So I would let me move this to the top and double click. Okay, so maybe what I have to do is rather to drop my shape. Okay, to drop my shape so that it wouldn't be seen, and I lock it. Okay, then do this and select all of this and move it to the top. Okay, so now we just have to put some few information over there. So come into elements, and in element you can choose let's say document, doc. Okay, so you can select any of these documents over here, reduce the size, position it here. Now reduce the size more, and I'll make it orange so that we can see it. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I will duplicate this, bring it here, double click, and I'll just say lorem. Okay, I'm putting how do you call it, a dummy text here. Okay, but you can put anything at all you want over here. This is just something to guide you, okay, on how you can design something similar. Listen, something similar, not the same thing, but because I know you'd want to add your own touches to it. Okay, so yeah, and let me just open a dummy text website over here, so that I just copy and paste some text, and I have some bread over here just in case you're hungry. Yeah, so I copy the text. I'm just copying. If you can't, you just hold on, you see it soon, and I'll paste it here. Okay, and I change it from extra bold to I'm not seeing the other one, so I search for Montserrat, so I change it to classic. Okay, then you can reduce the size and change the alignment. Okay, then have it here. So this is what so you just move it with your arrow keys. Okay, yeah, so this is what we have, but I want to create about 3 copies of the same thing, right? So then I can just select all of this and duplicate it and bring it here. So maybe this one can be over here. I place the barcode, but we can put anything there. We can put maybe location, CATION, and I can select even this, bring it here, or I can rather put a speedometer since it's a car. Yeah, speedometer. Hey, it's interesting. No, my spelling. I need to make sure I don't disgrace myself through my YouTube videos one of these. Otherwise, it'll be very interesting. I'll make this one also orange. Okay, to select all of this and move them, and I have it here. Okay, so this is what we have, but I don't really like how the speedometer is looking, so maybe I have to increase the size. Now increase the size so you can see how it's looking. So I can reduce the size of this one so that it matches with this. Then yeah, so I align this left, hit this left, and yeah, we have something like this. Select everything, move it here, and you can even reduce the size. Okay, and now shift it a little bit and even duplicate it also and bring it here. Then I can change this, okay, this thing to um gear. Okay, I can search for gear, and I have this, so I can just put these things over here. So I reduce size, okay, and I position it here, and I can change the color also to orange, and click your text and move it a little bit. Okay, so this is what we wanted to create today inside of Canva, and I hope you enjoyed it. You had fun designing this with me, and yeah, with this is too much. I think you can also reduce the transparency also a little bit. And yes, the name is Benjamin, and I would see you in my next tutorial.